Same black jacket, same tired eyes. Another long day, another disguise. People ask me if I'm alright. I say yeah, and smile on cue tonight. I learned how to hide it well, turn pain into something no one can tell. Keep my hands steady, keep my voice clean, even when my head turns violent underneath. Every scar stays out of sight. I carry darkness dressed in light. No one sees me bleed, no one hears me scream. I bury every broken piece somewhere underneath. I wear silence like a shield, hold the line and never kneel. They only see the man I seem to be. No one sees me bleed. Late night driving through empty streets, red lights dancing across the seas. I let the whiskey talk for me while the city sleeps so peacefully. There's a war behind my eyes, 1,000 storms I keep inside, and every morning I replay how close I came to breaking yesterday. I built these walls so naturally, now even love can't reach me. No one sees me bleed, no one hears me scream. I bury every broken piece somewhere underneath. I wear silence like a shield, hold the line and never kneel. They only see the man I seem to be. No one sees me bleed. Sometimes I sit alone in the dark, hands shaking, staring at the scars, trying to remember who I was before survival became who I am. No one sees me bleed, still I get back on my feet. Every night cuts into me, but I refuse defeat. Maybe one day these wounds will heal. Maybe one day I'll finally feel something stronger underneath. Till then, no one sees me bleed. Morning light across my face, same old weight, same empty space. No miracle waiting at the door, pain still breathing through the floor. I wash the night off my skin, but the war still lives within. Heartbeat heavy, eyes still tired, running low, but not expired. I stopped waiting to be saved, now I just survive the waves. Morning doesn't save me, it just pulls me back again, out of all the wreckage, out of where the darkness ends. And even when my soul feels weak, Even when my hands still shake, I stand up, I move forward. One more step, one more day. Coffee smoking, city rain, quiet numbness in my veins. Everybody rushing past, like they're built stronger than the past. But I know what it costs to stand when life keeps slipping through your hands. Every scar I carry now taught me not to break somehow. Maybe healing isn't peace, maybe it's just not quitting. Morning doesn't save me, it just pulls me back again, out of all the wreckage, out of where the darkness ends. And even when my soul feels weak, even when my hands still shake, I stand up, I move forward. One more step, one more day. No angels coming down tonight, no sudden answers, no clear light. Just me breathing through it again. Morning doesn't save me, but I rise before I fall. And maybe that's the difference now. I still answer when life calls. Every scar still lives in me, every wound still has a name. But I walk into the daylight anyway. I don't need a reason now. I don't need a sign. Not every step forward needs to be justified. I stay longer than I should, tried harder than I had to, but some things don't get better, no matter what you do. So I stopped making noise, stopped asking why. Some answers don't come, they just pass you by. I move forward without noise, no need to be seen. There's a strength in leaving that no one hears but me. No slam doors behind me, no anger to hold, just a quiet understanding that some stories grow old. You can keep your version, I won't make prove, and I'm done drawing lines. I move forward without noise. No need to be known. Some roads you walk alone to finally feel your own. No rush in my steps, no weight in my chest. Just a man who finally chose what feels like rest. I don't need a reason now. I don't need a sign. I just keep on walking, and I leave it behind. Started with the smallest things, making coffee, fixing strings, cleaning up the mess inside, one quiet step at a time. Still got shadows on my back, still hear echoes from the cracks, but I don't live there every night. Now I fight toward the light. No big change, no magic switch, just slow healing, brick by brick. Brick by brick, I rebuild what pain once hid. Piece by piece, I bring life back into me. No applause, no grand escape, just showing up day after day. Through every scar, through every shift, I rebuild myself brick by brick. Some days stronger, some days rough, some days breathing feels enough. But I stopped chasing who I was, now I become who I'm because of. There's still whiskey on some nights, still old battles, still old fights, but now the darkness doesn't win. Every time it pulls me in. Maybe strength is quieter than this. Maybe healing sounds like this. Brick by brick, I rebuild what pain once healed. Piece by piece, I bring life back into me. No applause, no grand escape, just showing up day after day. Through every scar, through every shift, I rebuild myself brick by brick. By brick. Not perfect, not clean, still carrying broken things, but I'm no longer where I've been. Brick by brick, I can finally feel it shift. The man I thought I lost still exists. And even if the road is long, even if the past still drifts, I'll keep building who I am. Brick by brick. was a time I couldn't stand. The reflection of a broken man. Eyes gone dark, shoulders low, dragging pain everywhere I'd go. Every night I lose a fight, fall apart when I kill the lights. Thought the end was closing in, thought I'd never breathe again. But somewhere underneath the scars, a quiet voice survived the dark. And the man in the mirror stayed, didn't run when the whole world changed. Through the fear, through the ache, he bent down, but he never broke. Now I look into those eyes, and I see someone still alive, not untouched, not the same. But the man in the mirror stayed. Some people leave without a sound, some just slowly fade out. But I remain through every storm, even half destroyed and worn. I carried silence like a chain, learned to walk beside the pain. And every wound that cut too deep still became a part of me. I stopped asking life for ease, I just asked for strength to breathe. And the man in the mirror stayed, didn't run when the whole world changed. Through the fear, through the ache, he bent down, but he never broke. Now I look into those eyes, and I see someone still alive, not untouched, not the same. But the man in the mirror stayed. Maybe healing isn't clean, maybe scars are what remain. Maybe strength is waking up and carrying the weight again. Yeah, the man in the mirror stayed. Through every night I thought I'd fade, and even now the pain remains. So do I. The man in the mirror stayed. When the house finally sleeps, and the silence starts to speak, I pour another glass too slow, and let the hidden darkness show. No performance, no disguise, no steady voice, no alibi. Just the sound of my own breath, trying to outrun regret. Daytime keeps me moving fast, nighttime makes me face the past. When the house finally sleeps, that's when the pain comes back to me. Every memory cuts deep, quiet underneath. And I sit there with the ghost of the man I almost lost, while the whole world rests in peace. When the house finally sleeps, moonlight hanging on the floor, like you've seen this all before. Same old chair, same dim light, same war waiting every night. Sometimes tears fall without sound, sometimes I just stare them down, learning slowly how to live with the weight I cannot fix. But the morning always comes, even after what I've done. When the house finally sleeps, that's when the pain comes back to me. Every memory cuts deeper in the quiet underneath. And I sit there with the ghost of the man I almost lost, while the whole world rests in peace. When the house finally sleeps, maybe healing starts right here, not by running, but staying near the truth. When the house finally sleeps, I finally hear what lives in me. Not just sorrow, not just grief, something stronger underneath. And though the nights still bring me down, I no longer fully drown. I survive what darkness keeps. When the house finally sleeps, mm.